Hey, how's it going? I'm Lando, and welcome back to Lando's Lessons. This is my beginner course, lesson number 3, and in this lesson we're going to be talking about which pick to get and how to hold it. Like always, this is just for fun, so let's enjoy it and jump right in. Okay, so to start off with, we got about 3 different styles of picks. We got thin, we got mid-range, and then we got thick. The thinner you go with the pick, the easier it'll be to strum, and it won't be as likely to get caught on the strings as it will a thick pick. So I like to use, this is a nylon pick here, and it's about as thin as it can go. And you can tell because when you try to bend it, it bends almost completely in half. It's very, very flexible compared to the thick one that doesn't want to bend almost at all. Like it's just got a little bit of play in it. I recommend going to any local music shop or like Guitar Center or wherever's closest to you, and just picking out maybe 5 to 10 picks that you like. They can be thin to mid-range, even maybe get you 1 or 2 thick ones just to try out. And you just play around with all of them and see which one you like most. Some people prefer using the mid-range to thick ones to start off with. I was not one of those people. I like to use the thinnest one. I still like to use the thinnest one while playing, and that's been about 7 years that I started. So I recommend just getting a variety of them and seeing what you like best. Okay, so now I'm going to teach you how to correctly hold the pick. We're going to start with the pointier part facing downwards. This is the part that's going to be actually doing the strumming. That's the part that's going to be touching the strings. So you're going to take your right hand, your right thumb, and you're going to have it sideways. It's going to go behind it, like that. On the back side, it's kind of hard to show, but you just want it sideways on the back, and you want to leave about half of the pick showing. Okay? And then you're going to take your first finger and you're going to place it on the front, facing down, like facing the same direction as the pointier part. Again, leaving about half the pick. If you need to start off with, you can raise it up a little bit, but I suggest doing it about halfway, halfway to start. Okay, so you do not want to have it super tight in your hand. Especially with these thin picks, because there's a good chance that you'll crease them or bend them, but also it won't sound as good. But we also don't want to have it too loose in our hands because it will go flying while we're trying to play. So we want it kind of in the middle where it's still a good grip on it, but not super loose or super tight. And then also, once as we start strumming, I'll touch more on this later on, but we want it to be, our wrist to be even with our forearm there, because we're going to be strumming. It's going to be mainly from the elbow, not the wrist, just the whole elbow. It's just one big motion, and we want the pick to be facing ourselves too. Now, it is not necessary to have a pick. While it does make it easier, you can still strum the guitar with your fingers. I highly recommend, especially for beginners, to get a pick, or like I said earlier, a couple, just to try out, see what they like. It's easier to learn with a pick, and later on, if you need to switch to using your fingers, than it is to start with using your fingers and later on switch to a pick. I just really recommend getting a pick first. Well, that's it in today's video. I hope you had fun and learned a thing or two. I'll see you next time.